town and our community that we have here, Lord God. We just pray for your wisdom and guidance and direction in the meeting tonight, Lord God, that they would be used of you, Lord God, and just we pray for unity and peace, Lord God, as they discuss things and make decisions for our community. We thank you, Jesus, for your blessings. In your name, amen.
The next thing is approve grandfather bills. That's this sheet.
How about the agenda?
Excuse me? Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the drop the agenda.
Make a motion about the agenda. Second.
Anthony Campbell.
Yes.
Mary Wiles.
Yes.
Mike Nolan.
Yes.
Aaron Long.
Yes.
Agenda is approved 4-0.
All right. Now, the next step is to approve and ratify the bills. That's this sheet right here. These are all the list.
What's an ID card machine?
What?
ID card machine?
State makes IDs.
Is that
I didn't think that the city had IDs.
what was the
Do they
total?
have ID cards? I mean, I'm thinking about
It's Alpha, that's
the
Alpha card.
officers,
It's a real old machine.
because it just says general on here, so I
This is
didn't know
essentially what
which one it was.
Alpha card for IDs.
Isn't that essentially all that, that's what,
Huh?
you told me about that, because
That's the bill that's 2 years old, it's 16, we have $1,000 left to pay on that.
so we're starting to pay back the transfer station too?
Excuse me?
We're starting to pay back the transfer station, or is that new?
Yeah, that's been $500 the last 2-3 months from the, I had a lady here that recommended that, and I was like, wow, why didn't I think of that? So the administration fee of $500 is being applied to the transfer station for now. October 1, we're supposed to get $2 back per trash can, so we'll apply that. But once again, by the end of February, this whole debt should be gone. We had about starting this fiscal year, we had 75.5 to pay, starting the fiscal year.
Are these bracelets?
Excuse me?
Bracelets? The little bracelets.
Bracelet. What are we talking about?
Bracelets for you here at Doyle? That was kids programming. Okay. That was last year.
Are these new water meters they bought? It's on the third page.
What are you looking at, maintenance?
It's paying our old bill.
It's out. I didn't know if they.
Midwest water meter? Yeah, we have to pay that in full in order for us to even entertain the idea of buying any more residential or commercial meters. That's the one that they wanted us to take a loan out back in April, and why do that if we can chip away? And they've been real good about that. Matter of fact, what that bill is for is those 5 commercial meters that they bought last year, plus the 10 fittings. I've got the bill, that shows you what it all is. And I asked Jesse what we probably should have done, and I didn't think about this. The old bills that were paid, we could have highlighted those. I just didn't know that they were separated that way.
And then the other one I was gonna ask was, for building, being an entry service, repair sewer line, which one's that?
That's the one they had to dig up at, where they weren't for sure if it was ours or
pays. It's back and forth. Yeah. What do you do when the agent doesn't know what the company did? But after he knew that, he's doing his best for us.
So Windstream, that's on the,
Yes.
are we done with them now or?
I believe that took everything. The only thing we're going to have for Windstream will be the internet down at the sewer plant. Now, to make a side note, there is a possibility of doing it another way, but I need to talk to the guy that came last Friday, and he said he'd come back, and there might be another way to do it besides that, but for right now, this was the only way to get internet to Ernie at the sewer plant. It's hard on him. And by the way, Windstream, what did we settle? We settled for over $5,000 off the debt that was here in April. Wasn't that what we came up with? Yeah. That's how that was taken care of. Because they'd gone to a debt collection, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we have a list of what's left?
Oh, yeah. We got a list here, we have a list of what we're gonna pay this month. I don't know what that'll be until, we haven't created this list. We usually create this list after the checks are received, are written and received. So now you're down to $60,000 when you pay this coming month. We are actually able to drop another $662.59 off the police budget, because lo and behold, there were two charges for that exact same amount for two different names. It turns out it's the same company. So it's going to, so that's getting written off too. That'll be released.
Okay. Can we have that list sent to us so we can see it?
Okay.
Thank you.
You know what you should do is highlight what's on here. Two big bills left to leave the tower company and the lift station, probably Midwest Meters and Enviroline. I don't remember where it was sit on there. Did we completely pay Enviroline?
No, the big ones would be the tower and the transfer station.
Yes. Midwest Meter and perhaps Enviroline.
What about the gas station?
We are only $5,500 as far as the old debt, and that's mostly because the refund check, which we got for the prior fiscal year, was applied to the old debt. And she came and sought me out to tell me that, which I said, okay, I will take that. Like she said, by the end of February, we should be completely caught up with that, and then it would just be a recurring bill. We did shut off a couple of spots in town. Wasn't much, but it was $38.50 a month. Come to find out, nobody's using like the tennis court in the pavilion and the electricity to that building right next to City Hall. There's a couple more, but we had to leave them on for cow days. So I know it's not much, but every little bit will help. Yeah, it's right in the water line. There's 4,000 left on there. Kevin, this month. We've been paying $3,000 on the tower because we were instructed, that's what needed to be done. Sam's card for $1,536, some odd cents, it was written off also.
So this 15,000 WCA, is that all that?
What now?
15,000 WCA?
You gave him a check for 2 months, not too long ago, right, Jesse? Yeah, you gave him a check for 2 months.
Or why is it coming out of this? Doesn't it have its own account?
It's a recurring bill. With old debt, it was over 10,000 owed when it started. That's a recurring bill. He's got old debt and he's got recurring and he's got new bills on that total sheet. And what he didn't do was highlight the old debt. And I can assure you that the old debt is hovering right at $15,000.
Because it says here debts owed, principal payment, so that was on the line that we established to be old debt. So that's why we're asking about it.
Oh, okay. Everybody gets a little bit on that. That's why you'll see like 10 or 12 accounts that are still left. Next month, those accounts will all should be taken care of.
Just to put it in perspective so you guys understand, the backward dealing by those held off for 2 months is because we had a meeting with Max, the head of WSBA. There were some questions about maybe credits owed to us, and so that's why we waited to do that, and once we established it.
And that's why it fell into the debt, so category, so it's.
Well,
Just to clarify for you, so they're painting a better picture to you, and that's why we waited and held off for that. Just so we can clarify, and then when he was here, we already came to an agreement, we would put a check for it, so.
Another thing they had a problem with that ACH, the automatic payment. They had a problem on their end. And so then they weren't sending a bill. I mean, we know we owe it.
Right.
But what do? We send it ACH, we put it in an envelope and have it disappear. So. And he took another count on the trash cans. Trying to address some of these people that may have gotten, I don't know, looks like that one place might have 10 cans worth of stuff, but if they only tell us they picked up 1 can, we can only charge that $200. So there's a little communication between them.
Small bag.
And he talked to the driver, and the drivers talked to us. Now, there's numbers on the trash cans, but they do not track the number.
There's an address on it.
There's an address, but there's a number. Now, in some places they do that, but he said, some places it's almost impossible. So, they're not tracking by
I know that they're not tracking my number on the trash can, but if they could get, if somebody, now, I don't care about 1 or 2 bags of trash extra,
Right.
but if they've got, 4 or 5,
If they're moving and there's 7 bags of trash or,
that could fill 7 bags.
7
Dumpsters,
cans,
yeah, I would charge them extra.
then
Now, is that the one, not
I
the
think it's personalized, and then we're not
That's the
making
one we
excuses,
use.
but keep in mind, in hindsight, how
These are not even paid yet.
what I consider efficiently is they use one person to pick up all of our trash. You go back
Then
then,
you're gonna have to dump, you're gonna have to do the trash, right there.
I'm not making excuses.
Yeah, I got you.
don't mean to.
No, what I'm saying is they're charging us for the 7 cans, like the additional $5, and we're not collecting it from the customer.
And
So that's a problem.
That's why we had the meeting, that's why we were concerned that we were.
Because they're gonna, basically, they gotta do their notes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What was that with, we gave him two payments this last time, right?
Who's that?
Matt, WCA,
Yes.
okay? And he was gonna get back with us to, make sure that we were, zeroed out for the new year.
Well, yes, you were out, 30 days behind, that's what it should be, is always
Oh, okay, I get what
30
you're
days
saying.
behind. Yeah, we always do 30 days behind.
Okay. Any other questions?
That's right off. I mean, they don't want that money from us. AT&T, is that what that's from?
We believe that's gonna be written off too.
Yeah, the door for you, and I put them,
Yeah.
put them in the doorway of your mother's closet.
4 years old.
Yeah. Well, then usually I say that to have service for house or another time. If that's your own.
It'll probably never just sticks and there's nobody else.
If you're looking at the 917, that's the ones that are gonna be written.
That's gonna be for 8 years, you know, just. And I hate to, we're owed money.
Wait until the end.
I think I got that. But if we owe money, we can still pay it.
Not necessarily.
I think the problem is that you're okay. There's something wrong with the cap.
They've written it all on there.
They've written it off at the end of the year.
Yeah, I got that, but, you know,
A lot of businesses and corporations like that have no way of once they've written off.
You know, that sounds like,
It sounds crazy, but.
sounds like a lot of money, but it really isn't. That's only when you give them $9,550 in 1 year, $3,100 is not a lot of money. That's a third of the bill, 3-4 months.
they want, if they're good at it, they find out, carry it back, still like.
That's why I kept it at the end. I can't remember the colors I used, but the write-offs are there in blue. Wait until the end. You know, those will be the last ones we'll worry about.
At least go out here and give this guy that finds that tower.
And they claim it's a loss too on the taxes.
Yeah, they claim that it's a loss, I'm
And
sure.
so they probably wouldn't accept them because it would screw up their taxes and everything
Right.
else.
Right. And that's different from the Windstream. Like I said, the Windstream, the bill is 0, and now we always hold the connection down there for the sewer plant. Starbucks for everyone.
Okay, I'll make a motion. We approve the ratify the bills. I don't need to list them, do I?
I'll second. Yes.
Mary Wells,
Yes.
Mike Nolan,
Yes.
Trevor Warren,
Yes.
Bill Pass, 4-0.
See, the next thing is approving the minutes. See, that would be September 4th.
And September 9th.
Yeah, down the road.
It says here you're absent, and then down here it says you voted.
That's what I gotta do.
I think we need to.
I didn't see-
You just didn't see it there.
Trevor was late.
No, there's no time for
You terrible.
There's one time I got here like 5 minutes until, and you guys had already started too.
Well, we'll make sure we don't do that again.
We waited for 10 minutes for mine this time.
Oh,
I was saying,
Yeah.
favorites in there.
Make sure that's in the minutes.
I don't let anybody think it's busted with it.
Yes.
yeah, there wouldn't have been any meeting.
Not his day.
Yeah, yeah,
That big check.
yeah, that big truck coming. Okay, that was good. There's the 4th, there's the 9th.
Do we have a status on that exhibit A for that ordinance?
Which ordinance?
573?
Yeah, I think I got it. We can send it out. We can need a hard copy tonight. I think I know exactly where it's, I think I know where it is. We need a hard copy, give you one, or we can send it PDF.
Don't we need to vote on that? We never did vote on that
No, because we never got a final decision yet.
from the collector.
No?
Was that something you were looking at, Jeff?
Yeah, she and I can go back and forth a little bit. I'm trying to find time to go down and talk to her. She's got some questions about it. What was sent to her, asked for a couple changes, and had some questions about our ordinance itself that I need to go down and talk to her about.
Okay.
And one of your biggest concerns was setting fine schedule, a schedule, right? We had nothing in there about,
Yeah, with the new, there's a new Supreme Court rule establishing what the fines have to be for things, and I think nuisances may be included in that, so we need to look back at that too.
is that something where we can find those figures?
Yeah, and I've called the Supreme Court about it too. They were supposed to send me something, but
Okay.
they shuffled you around from desk to desk, so.
So basically, once, and like I said, we said yes, so my understanding is it went to Terry, so that, between Terry and you, that's where it's at right now. Once that is resolved, then we'll be able to adopt it. And one good thing about it is, a lot of that with the grass mowing, that wouldn't really take place till next spring now. So we do have some time. Just need a motion to
Make
set
a
the
motion
minutes.
to approve the minutes.
I'll second it.
Mr. Campbell,
Yes.
Mayor Miles,
Yes.
Mike Noel,
Yes.
Mayor Warren.
Yes for September 4th, but I'll abstain from September 9th. I wasn't here.
It was, sir?
Yes for September 4th, but I'll abstain from September 9th. I wasn't here.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
All right, the minute passes 4-0, and Trevor Warner sustained himself from September 9th, due to back to passage.
The next item is this alleyway on High Street. Is Steve here tonight?
No, he cannot make it. He's trying to, he said he called down here and asked for copies of the survey from when they did the sewer project. We hadn't heard anything, and he was looking into getting a survey done himself. So he was
Good.
wondering
Now-
if we could table it until he could get all that figured out.
Now, this surveyor certificate that we're looking at, it's kind of written in small. Where did this come from, or how?
Courthouse.
Came from the courthouse.
So that's gonna be the newest one they have.
This is 1957.
Oh, that's,
Yeah, that's good.
He's under the impression that there was a survey done during the sewer project.
do you live in that house during the sewer project?
Yes.
I'm not sure if it was or not. Yeah,
We can find out real quick. We'll find out.
But he would like to be here
We'll find out.
It probably would have went to the courthouse.
if we did.
It would have.
It would have went to the state for the permit,
Yep, yep.
so there would have to be a flat then.
That would be all in those notes that were sent to BNR.
He would have filed it at the county, so.
Not necessarily. If we filed it with the state to get a permit, it doesn't have to be filed with the county. I don't think.
What's that?
If we're sending it to DNR and it was just a survey for the sewer lines and the water lines, it just has to be on record with the state, not with the county. That's the way I understood it for permit purposes.
Find out.
I would think, and I'm gonna speak to John Wolf, I would think if John Wolf, who was our engineer at the time, he was very adamant about putting everything through the county,
Okay.
and I would think that he would probably done both.
And they didn't have anything, this was all.
That's the
they had.
legend we got.
But he still asked that we table it because he wants to be here. And he's gonna try to possibly, if he can, get a survey done by then, based off his deal. For his own personal, his
He
own
talked
personal.
to also records.
Okay.
Well, if that's the case, then, do we need to make a motion to table this? or-
Yes, sir, you do.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to table Steve Brown's alleyway on High Street until the November regular meeting on first Monday of the month.
And Campbell,
Yes.
Mayor Watts,
Yes.
Mike Noel,
Yes.
Mayor Warren.
Yes.
Passes 4-0 to table, Steve Brown's alleyway until the next meeting.
Now, the new business. I've got 3 business licenses here. We have to vote on these independently.
You can vote on it independently, or you vote on one time.
We've got Ed Kirk's, we've got Auntie Kayla's Daycare, and we've got Leo's Mexican Restaurant. These are the 3 business licenses.
Hey, Ed, yours would be a retail, not a service, right?
Correct.
I think there was an email sent out that had the thing fill that, it was selected service, but I don't know in the grand scheme of things how much that matters, but nonetheless, it was on.
I want the email.
I think that's what.
Well, Al's got the,
He's got a
he's
copy.
got the certificate there.
But, what's this,
So if it's a retailer, you're gonna sell like honey or since it's.
Yes,
bees?
ma'am. There's,
Okay.
people that, the word gets out when I extract it, they come to the house.
And get it that way.
It says service type business. That's what it says.
Yeah, I just noticed that. when I-
Matter of fact, they're all service type, that's a good point, they're all service type business.
Just throw retail on there too, just
Good.
I think Ed's the only one that would need to be retail, the other, I don't know, the restaurant is service or retail.
it's service.
I think that's why it's, why they're all classified like that.
I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't think in the grand scheme of things it matters, I just noticed that.
These other two are huge. Well, we said, I didn't know if they weren't here. You have to take it.
I'm not gonna know, okay,
No, I'm not even.
Now, we can vote on each one of these individually, or we can vote on these licenses collectively.
Let's vote on collectively.
yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve all three businesses, Ed Kurt's Bees, Auntie Kayla's Daycare, and Leo's Mexican Restaurants.
I'll second.
And who's saying it? And Kim,
Yes.
very well,
Yes.
I know,
Yes.
Paramount,
Yes.
all three business licenses were officially, passed 4-0.
It used to be signed, I already signed by you.
Signed by you, signed by ourselves.
She'll sign them, or also.
Yeah, she's-
Okay. All right, the next thing is the update on receipt management. Just to give you a little history, this had to be paid up front, so I believe it was $3,245 we had to send this on it. We have the machine, it is plugged into the computer, it's set up and ready to go. However, they're going to come next 15th, 16th, and 17th and go over that with Lou and possibly Leslie on the operation and how all that works. So, next week, they're gonna get it fired up.
Who's Leslie?
The assistant.
Oh, I didn't know you hired somebody.
So that's where we stand on that. That's mostly information. The update on the general code / summit, the first payment was asked for, that was $1,600. It's in installments of 5 payments of $1,600. They kept it at $8,000. That surprised me, but she did. She kept all of it at 8. I thought it was going to go to 9. So the first thing that she's going to do, hopefully within the next 30 days or sooner, is send us the new offense code, the latest offense code for the police department, to replace the one that we have in there now. The second thing she's going to do is get the ordinance codified into the nuisance ordinance so that it's updated. And then after that, whatever else that they have to do. But those are the two things that I asked her to do first if possible. She has had no problem with that. Also, she's going to make an appearance down here one of these nights. She's still checking her calendar. She said she'll be back with me tomorrow.
So she thinks the PD, the police offenses and the nuisance, she may have done by the first meeting in November?
It's highly possible, highly possible. See, that offense code exists right now. It's just the fact that a layman it costs $1,000 to buy, and you get no updates. John Ward could buy it as a judge for $850, but he couldn't get updates. But this offense code is part of the recodification, and all future updates are part of that process. And a lot of it's got to do with the setting these fees and fines that have been done at the state level. I've got a book in there on Missouri court that shows what the fees are, and a lot of them, like a fine, a speeding ticket can be the same thing in Cape Girardeau as it is in Chillicothe. They've standardized this stuff some more. Some of it's gone up, some of it's gone down. And Kathy showed me some of those from time to time. Just little things she's kind of run across. And just as a footnote, they have a paper, looks like a takeout menu. It's one sheet. It has the offenses that we have right now, and it cross-references our city code to the state RSMO. So you get a ticket, you know which part it came from, out of the code book, and also you can refer to the RSMO and see the same thing. So, and that may change when we get the offense code too. And that's pretty much it on general code. We're still there working on that. And the computer, I've had a third group that came last Friday. We walked through all of this building. We walked through the police department. This guy's generating an estimate. So I would like to get his estimate, and then we can compare those. Now, I will tell you, and I can show it to you, the first bill that we got, or the first one that we got was from the company ITS, which supplies our phones. It was $11,000 on the admin side, and it was $2,500 on the police department. I can go into more detail, but
So that email we got, that ITS, that is a bid for computers.
I think so, unless there was more. And he came back in and sharpened his pencil, and I've got the latest one, but I haven't been able to compare that one to the other one. The second one is from Marco, the ones that supply the printers. They were very proud of theirs. And the third one is from an outfit called Spec Tech out of Barnett, Missouri. A little smaller company, but this guy was really sharp. He brought up some things in the police department that other people hadn't, so we'll see what he comes up with and go from there.
So you don't have a bid from him yet?
No, not yet. Not yet. One of the key things you find is the difference in some of these companies as far as their labor rates. Some of these outfits are as high as $175 an hour for high-powered IT guys. Some people are down to $80 an hour. It just kind of depends on who you've got and who you get. That's kind of where we stand on that. Other than that, I don't think there's, I'm sorry, I have to, let me take that back. The update of the nuisance ordinance, which we kind of talked about, the fact that 563, she's going to get that put into the section in the book. The other thing she's going to send me, just for, I would like to see, she's going to send me a nuisance ordinance that's very simple, a nuisance ordinance that's middle of the road, and a nuisance ordinance that's complex, like from 3 different fourth-class cities. And that's something that, you can read over, you can take a look at it and see. There might be something we haven't thought about in the future to the nuisance ordinance. So, that's where we're at on that. DI, I'm going to let somebody else talk about the DI. What is that? Are we talking the salt for the roads?
Yes, the ISO for roads. I spoke with Horace Nagels, who is out of St. James. Normally, he gets it out of St. Louis. However, this year, the closest place I think we can get it is Kansas. And he can get it for $112 a ton. Last year was a little cheaper than a lot cheaper than that. You've got to haul it further, and I don't know what Mike knows, found out anything. Is that about right? Or?
I would say that's probably going to be close. There's two, I mean, it's totally whatever you guys want to do, you put out this bid or whatever. The problem being is there's a shortage of salt this year, so if you don't have a contract with the salt manufacturer out of St. Louis, they're not accepting any new customers, so.
As of right now.
Yeah, they're not accepting any new customers. So if you don't have a contract with them or you haven't done business with them in the past, you're not allowed to be able to get salt this year from them. So that's why everybody's going to have to either go, I think it's Baxter Springs, it's a salt quarry right there, that's where they pull it out of, so you're going to have to get it out of there, or we can put it out for bid and do it that way. It's really whatever, I think it's going to be about as long as it's growing. I'd say salt prices here should be higher probably than we've dealt with in probably 5-10 years.
And it's probably going to go up another
Do
6
we
years.
have any salt left over from
No,
last
we
year?
have zero salt. And the reason being is they used a lot of salt last year because they weren't using the spreaders, but if I can, whenever you do it, I'm going to do it. So we're probably looking at realistically, I would say we need at least 30 ton.
I can't remember.
And that's probably the bare minimum, being very, very, very realistic unless we're probably going to get much bonus. Because then we can look at 60 ton,
Well, 30 ton at 112 is 31,000, right?
3,100.
3,100.
Just
I like that.
Just keep in mind, if you say, if you want to go with Horace Nagels, and I call him tomorrow, you're not getting no salt until probably the first part of November.
But in your calling, he was the least expensive, is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
In all the calls that you made?
Yep.
Is that Paul? Surely not.
Excuse me?
Is that all?
That's what he's hauling it for, is that?
That's all in there.
14 ton.
14 or 18.
112.
So you were, I think it sounds reasonable. I, to be honest, I have a count out of St. Louis, so it's a little cheaper for me, but that's just personal.
Because they're not taking any.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I say, I think it's regardless. So,
Well, it sounds like you almost need to start thinking about this at the end of August.
Maybe
In order to get a
July.
contract.
the problem is they have it manufactured. I called actually, what was it, 2 months ago to see if they started.
That's true.
So yeah, they hadn't produced it yet. And that's kind of rare for them because typically by that time of year they start to produce it. So then we called last week just to check in with them, and that's when they said, hey, we're not accepting any customers, all the new customers, I think about it, Baxter Springs. I forgot the name of the guys, but it's a solid board up there.
Is there one in Kansas where it's stored underground?
I doubt it, it's probably, I mean, it's a mine that's coming out of it, but it's
Yeah.
salt. So
Yeah.
Probably out of Hutchinson, Kansas.
Could very
I
well
think
be.
the office, I think the lines of it.
That's where all the mining is.
Yeah. One of the,
So, that's realistically, we might as well just go with this under the name of it.
that's cool to you guys, I mean, whatever we want to do.
Well, let me ask you this.
I don't have any, I don't know this treatment.
You dealt with him last year?
I've dealt with it for the last 3 years.
Last 3 years.
Our only option, I'll put it, that was that, could sort of say on this, is if we put it out for bid, and we don't put it out on our page or something, and give them like a week to put it in, we'll allow to get somebody maybe a little bit cheaper, that has a account up there in St. Louis. That's our only option, but it's really whatever we want to do as a council. I don't think it's going to be drastically cheaper, that's being very truthful, but it may save us $5 a ton, but is it worth it? Somebody we haven't dealt with in the past.
And we're saying basically that even if we order it right now, we need to push it.
Right.
So that way we.
I would recommend if we do get it out of Baxter, they have an option, instead of like typical rock salt that we get, they have a fine salt. That's what I would recommend using, we'll use less of it. It's more of like, I don't say salt, you have a salt shaker, but it's kind of similar to that material. It's still spread in our spreader.
I think you get more use out of it.
I think.
Is it still saying it's salt?
I don't think it comes out the same, we can always do this a little same, we can mix it here, but I would recommend the fine. I think it works a lot better, much more effective, we don't have to use so much. You know how when you use a rock salt, it seems to bounce, and everybody sees it bouncing down the road? This pretty much stays where it's, spread.
I mean, did he sound like we needed to order it sooner or later? Or?
No.
I would say, to be honest, if we don't order it within the next 2 weeks, you're probably will find out it gets sold.
You're right.
I make a motion just to order it.
I'll second it.
How much are we gonna order? It didn't specify.
I think you can only haul, I think he's got a tiny trunk, but I understand, I haven't talked to the guy. I would say he's gonna only got.
I'm sure he's got an end down, which is usually what.
Yeah, but it ended up, legally hauled to Kansas, 24 tons, so the way he's making 2 trips. So, if you guys want to be realistic, I mean, we'll have to probably see where we're money, but really, 40 ton would be nice.
And whatever you haul, I have it hauled twice.
Yeah, maybe that's what we need to find out, what he can do, so maybe we can go up the.
In other words, if he makes 2 trips, maximize.
He's got, he can haul 25
Yeah, it's
tons.
supposed to be at home.
So if he can haul 25 ton, times 2 is 50 ton, then we're talking, $5,500, did we have that in our budget, Jesse?
2,500 is, I give 2,500, it could be 5,000.
So, I'm a little weary of us having that much salt, because what happens when it gets wet, you lose the moisture. Yeah, it comes, it's up to you guys, I mean, I'd say.
We want to spend 2,500, whatever 2,500 is.
I think so.
Up to 2,500 is
Up to
all.
2,500.
Try to negotiate with him.
I know what he pays for it,
Tell him we're a small town.
But that would be that big.
Well, he knows that we're small, yeah.
Just tell him we got $2,500, but we need 35 cents.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna happen, yeah.
All right.
I'll give you the number.
Yes.
De-icer with, four tables, up to $2,500. Cash reserve.
I don't know if I can ask about this, but the truck that goes along with the de-icer, what is the process on that?
So I spoke with him today, we spoke with him the other day, he got here for us.
To look at, or to, whatever?
Potentially buy,
Yeah.
I thought, and I spoke with Trevor, I thought if he's, obviously willing to come down here, if it's, I thought he'd be over for $300, I spoke with him today, we have that in our budget, he's just trying to figure out, because he's I think he was in the construction business, so he's trying to figure out a way to get it down here for us. If
That's
worse-
still a good estimate.
Yeah, it's still a go, if we don't hear something maybe by the end of the week or something, maybe we might get some free time in the truck, and we'll have to, if we have to pick it up.
I just wondered what was.
No, we're still gonna want it, I just thought for $300, it's not really worth our time, money, and effort to go up there.
Yeah.
You'll have to keep 9 on a day,
Oh my gosh, everybody, that's 4 hours of their large bag.
plus whatever you do up there.
Right now, we load it.
Probably 10 on a day.
Gonna give us some food.
No, for the first 4 hours will be okay, it's the last 4 hours.
Bruce Chris.
Yeah. Other than that, that is all that we have on this agenda. So, I don't see anything else on here.
One other thing, yeah, that's Mr. Beal, which he's sending out.
Steve's not here.
We're not gonna address it since he's not here.
Excuse me?
We're not gonna address it since he's not here.
I think he wanted to address us as a council.
I think he wants to address us,
Um,
and that won't be the first time he's addressed us.
Do you know that actually?
Well, it's regarding the property on
Yeah,
on 4th Street, right?
This is not how you spell his last name.
because I thought that was Stephen Bales. Yeah, so he was Stephen Beal.
Yeah.
I was like, what in the world is he going to do?
I only seen it because Mr. Marino posted it on there, I had to double check on it because I thought I was talking about Mr.
Yeah,
Bales.
his name's spelled wrong, the last name.
Which one?
He's in Texas.
Good mistake.
He's, I think he's made, get in touch with our marshal,
Yeah.
that he's trying to do.
Is that who issued the abatement?
Yes.
Okay.
So I believe he's trying to rectify the issue, and then, I mean, there's no, if he has what's
Well,
okay, so.
But I can give you a little back history. There was 27 nuisance letters that were produced back in December with no dates. From my understanding, those were all delivered on or around in February at some point. Out of all of those, seven of them have been addressed out of the 17. There's seven of them have been addressed. One person died, one person has moved, so there's still 17 letters that haven't been really addressed, and those were sent out in February. And I happened to, I was able to get those copies, and some of the people that got either a letter or the home tag are part of that group from those letters. Some of them are not. I don't have the complete list, but I know the marshal does.
Okay. But the reference here is an abatement, so he's been asked to remove a nuisance, and that's why he wants to talk to us.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to remove the nuisance, or he has questions.
Mary, I don't really know.
Okay. But that's what it's about, is him removing a nuisance.
Yeah, he refused the first, I believe, to remove the nuisance, then I believe he started to comply through Gary. So I think he's shown signs that he's going to comply, at least I think when I show him here, I think it's another one that he kind of comply with him. But that's just from what I understand, so.
So do we need to,
Mhm.
do we need to table that, or we just gonna let him contact us again?
Mr. Michael.
Was it fall Gary to decide?
Sure. Bill, he has made, comments that he plans on taking care of his nuisance issue. Is that correct?
They were taken care of. I don't know if he went back on his little threats, but they were satisfied as of last week.
Okay.
So he abated the nuisance?
Correct.
Okay.
So,
Well,
no,
I don't see
no.
why, so I don't
I
know.
believe it was the sewer pickup. He picked up the sewer on his own. We got a multiple and stuff, quotes, like the other guys, he had a sewer hookup,
water, sewer, trash, and an unregistered vehicle. However, he has driveway plates for the vehicle, it was his dad's. Everything else was abated.
So, and this is just my opinion, with that being said, I don't think we have to table it unless he, if he desires to speak to us,
He'll have to ask that
he
we
can
put
still
all
ask
the-
him, he can still
Okay.
speak to us.
That's fine.
And believe me, that won't be the first time we spoke.
I just didn't want us to get in a bind for him to say that we should say, well, put that on there and this and that.
No.
So he will have to, yeah.
Yep.
Because if we table everybody, that's what they always remember,
Yeah.
so speak out on this, and I'm disappointed.
But I just wanted to make sure.
There isn't anything else that I can think of at this time. So, motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Show of hands. It is 6:58 PM.
Mr. Mayor, now that the council's adjourned, there are potential legal issues. If I have an incorrect name, I believe I have the name that was put out on the agenda. I need to make sure I have the right name so Mr. Steve Bales does not get upset. The spelling that I had on the agenda was B-A-I-L-E-S. What is the correct spelling of this person? Is it Beal, B-E-A-L?
Yes.
Thank you. And he does not live in this area, he lives outside of the area, you're saying?
He lives in Dixon.
Okay, he does, thank you, sir.
Who made the motion to adjourn? Who seconded?
Who made the motion to adjourn?
Who was the second?